Hi guys, this is Mario. Welcome to my DCS settings walkthrough in my second session with my fifth image. Now outside the FA-18 from the previous video, look into it and see another Hornet starting. Here you can really see SAAO and SALR doing their job nicely. At the same time you'll notice a major downside of using sharpening together with a heat blur. So let's get started. The first option will be DLAA, turning it on now. And some edges get it sharpened. Turning it off now. Turning MSAA off. Turning it on again. MSAA 2 times. And MSAA 4 times, which is the default. Next one, upscaling, currently off, turning it on to quality now. Next one, balanced, performance, and high performance. Next one, default. So the next one will be sharpening, and this is quite interesting. I will go through until 1 and I will say something about that. So 0.3. 0.6 and 1. You see the effect that the sharpening has also on the heat blur, and I think this makes everything a little bit ugly. Next one, back to 0.6 to see that it's also visible. And I point it out with the magnifier, turning it back to 1 and turning it off. Next one, textures, currently set to high. Next one will be low, medium, and high again. No difference. Terrain textures, switching to min. No difference, of course. Max. Next one, shadows, turned off. Then flat only. Low, medium, and high. The next one, blur flat shadows, will be turned on now. No difference. Back to default. Then the secondary shadows are on default, switching them off now. And on again. Screen space shadows, turning on now. And off again. I see no difference. The visible range here also is not so interesting. The visible range here again is not so interesting. Stepping over it slowly. Low, medium, high, ultra, and extreme, and the default. Next one, clouds. You can see a little bit on the top right corner of the image. Going now to low, medium, high. Next one, ultra, and back to default. Next one, water, also not visible. Going to low, medium, and high. The next one, again, very interesting. The SAAO, turning it on now. Especially here at this aircraft, you can see this effect very good. And turning it off again. And now back to low. Now going to high, which is still the same. And turning it off again. That's the default. The next one is very interesting in this perspective, the SSLR. So it shows the reflection. Yeah, especially this area will be interesting. Turning it on now. And off again. To see the difference. Turning it on again. So here it's a lot, and under the aircrafts you can see this very good. Turning it off again. Next one, lens effect. Finally, the first time I saw something. Dirt, not on this one. I think the next one will be lens effect. So here you see these, yes, lens effect and the flare. And off again. Heat blur high, so currently that's the default. You see the heat blur effect behind this starting FA18. Now turning it off, so it completely disappears. Next one will be low. It already looks like the high one. Going to high again. Next one, depth of field. For those making screenshots, broken, simple, off. Canopy reflections, we don't have one in this perspective. We are not in a cockpit. Volumetric lightning also has no effect. Grass and clutter, of course, no, going down to 0 and the default. Forest visibility going down to 0 and back to 100. Also forest details, 0 and back to default. Scenery details, also not affecting the aircraft carrier nor the aircrafts. Going back to 1. Chimney smoke, of course, also not. Just stepping over it. Also no influence in performance. LOD multiplier 0.1, 0.5, 1.0, 1.5 and 2.0, no effect. Anisotropic filtering, turning off now. Looks the same. 2 times, 4 times, 8 times default, and 16 times. I don't see a difference. Next one, terrain object shadows, also doesn't apply here because we are not on the normal ground, but on an aircraft carrier, flat, off, default. Cockpit global illumination, also of course not visible here, off and on, and the raindrops as well not visible. So that's it for this setup. For the next one, we'll be in a flying FA-18, rolled heavily to the side to get a better look at how the lighting affects the cockpit interior. So stay tuned.